Disclaimer: I am not a therapist. I am not a psychiatrist. I am not a life coach. I am simply a person who wants to help expand the minds of others. Now, with that being said, please enjoy the video. Okay, so this video is a little different. I'm gonna have y'all look at this beautiful tree while I talk. Okay? No lights, no production, no makeup, no nothing like that. I feel like some of my best thoughts come when I'm just sitting in nature. First of all, if you need to get outside, go outside. If you need to get outside, go outside. Okay? Sometimes being in those four walls, it can get a little stuffy. I don't care how nice your house, your apartment is, go outside. Okay? That's first things first. Okay, so this is what I wanted to talk about tonight. And if you hear the wind, I'm sorry. I hope that I could probably cancel that out when I'm editing, who knows. But um for a really long time, I used to have really dark thoughts around my future and what ifs. And what ifs can be very dangerous. It can be very dangerous um, when you are looking at life, right? And I used to drown in my what ifs. My what ifs used to take me out of here. And what I mean by that is, I used to be like, what if this don't work? What if I don't get this? What if I don't get that? What if my future doesn't pan out the way I thought it was? And first of all, none of us don't know. None of us don't know. You don't know. You know what happened in the past, so you can change the present. But you don't know the future. And I think we often bring ourselves anxiety and depression when we start thinking too much about the future. And that was me 2 years ago. Like I had to have this and that, and this had to be perfect, and I wanted to be married, but I don't understand why this not working this way and this, because I was forcing everything to happen. And if you were clicked on this video and you were listening to this, I'm talking to you. Slow down. Slow down with the future thinking. Slow down with the what ifs, especially like um and all of us, I'm gonna say this, warning, all of us have an expiration date. So my brain will be like, what if, something happened to this person, something happened to that person? And I used to really drown in that. But I think it's good for us to think about, like, okay, what if nobody showed up? What if nobody cared? What if nobody? And now when you have those thoughts, now think about, not am I going to, like, I can't, I'm not gonna be able to do this. I want you to think about, okay, if this doesn't pan out, if I lose this person, if this don't pan out, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna still go on. I'm still gonna live my life. I'm still gonna do what I need to do. But I wasn't thinking that way. That wasn't my thoughts. My thoughts was, if this doesn't work out, I'm fucked. I'm screwed. I'm screwed if this doesn't work out. It needs to work out like this. And also I think when you want the life that you want and you're talking to God about the life that you want, I often think that those fears can kind of like put a stop to what God is trying to do in your life. Because the very thing, and also I think God really works in mysterious ways, because the very thing that you are afraid of, I feel like God will make you face. God will make you face that thing. You don't want to lose that person. You're gonna have, okay, something gonna happen where that don't work out. Holding on to this too tight, okay, God is gonna force you to let it go. And I think I wasn't thinking like that 2 years ago, because I'm like, no, I control everything. I'm controlling everything. Yes, I believe in God. Yes, I used to pray, but I wasn't this deep in. Where now I'm listening to what God has to say, and if it doesn't align, I'm like, okay, if I force this situation, I know that it's gonna pan out where God is gonna snatch it. You're not listening, but you do have free will. God is just not gonna snatch something like that. You have free will to go through your life. But my thing is, I feel like you create a ripple effect of how it's going to end. So if you force something, imagine a screen being split. You force something on the right side, on the left side, you let God take over, and you're following God, and you're listening to what you need to listen to, and slow but steady, and you don't understand, but you still got faith and you trust. And then on the right side, you're like, no, God, I don't think I think I want this, I think I want that. You're going to be looking at the same screen, and you're going to watch two different things pan out. I really do feel like we open up different timelines when we really, really sit there and we go against what God wants us to do. We really, really do. And if to the person who is listening to this, let go. Let go and release it. Let your grip off of that a little bit. You don't know. You don't know your future. You don't know it. You don't. How could you know it? You don't know it. And you're only causing yourself to have anxiety. If you truly, I have a question. Do you believe in God? I'll wait. Do you believe in God? I'll wait. Because if you truly believed in God, why? Why would you not trust? Why would you not know that you are his child and he got you? Every single thing that God has for you, it's nothing but good. But I think we want to be in control so much that we sit there and we open up a whole nother, we shift everything. And God is like, darn it, I wanted you to just listen to my voice. Listen. Life, is about, it's a school of life. You're gonna live this thing. But I also think, and I want everybody to understand that you have to have unshakable faith and trust in God, and know the very thing that you are holding on to, the very thing that you don't want to happen, will happen. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that triggers somebody, but yes, you keep holding on to that, and it's not, and it's a resistance. I mean, like, if God is trying to tell you, baby, that's not working. That's not working. But you like, no, it's gonna work. It has to work. It has to work. And it's like, I got something else for you. It's not gonna be delivered right now, but I got it. Just wait. But I think embarrassment sets in, and timeline setting, and I'm this, and it's supposed to be this timeline where I'm running out of time, and society tells you that to kids, and why you're not married, and you're so beautiful but you're not married, what's wrong with you? And it's like, you make women feel like something is wrong with them, and it's nothing wrong with you. It's just that God has a plan, and it's probably not written the way you think. So before you go against the grain, before you go and you sit there and you create things, because I feel like we also create things. Now, y'all know I believe in God, but now here's my spiritual side kicking in. I also believe that we create other timelines and ripples that will happen if anybody has anybody. Here's my Kiki side coming out. Anybody watch the show Flash? If you watch the show Flash, then that that in the Flash, the show, they often would make Barry go through certain stuff. And he would be like, okay, if you have to go back in time if you have to go back, you cannot mess with anything on that timeline, because if you do, you will create a ripple effect in the in the present. It wasn't in the future. You could change the future, but you will create a ripple effect in the present. So Barry will go and he will switch something. If you were interested, watch the show, The Flash. But he would switch something. And I think that's why, sidebar, that's why I was so intrigued with it, because I'm like, yo, every time Barry don't listen, when he go back to the present, it's fucked. Everything is fucked. Somebody either not there, somebody turned evils, did this and then that, all because listen out. Let's go. Let's go to the religious side of it. Because he wanted to satisfy his flesh in that moment. He didn't want to listen. Satisfying your flesh, not listening. He switched something, and now the timeline in the present is messed up. Then now he got to go back and undo what he did. See how life works? And so I say that to say this, because this video was coming up on 10 minutes long. I ask you in this moment, stop. Stop trying to change things. Stop trying to shift and mold things. Let God take over. If something don't feel right, maybe it's not right. Maybe it's not meant for you to get married right now. Maybe it's not meant for you to have a job right now. Maybe it's not meant for you to have that career right now. Do not force things. Don't force it. Don't force it. God has something amazing, something beautiful for you, but you forcing it. Stop forcing that thing. It's all right. It'll be okay. And at the end of the day, just know that I'm proud of you. I know it's going to be scary, and I know you're going to feel lost. And also, too, I want to remind my people who have anxious attachments, too. I believe God will get rid of things that is holding you back. What that He wants to move things that is holding you back. Learn to sit with yourself. Learn to be by yourself. I'm in this park by myself. Never thought in a million years I always needed somebody by my side. Whether it was a friend or the man I was with. I always needed somebody by my side. I didn't know what life looked like to me. And let me tell you something. If I can do this, if I can sit in a park by myself, just to think, just to get clarity, you could do it too. With all the anxious attachments in the world, because I'm still working through my anxiousness. I'm still working through my loneliness. You can do it. I am a living testimony of I was afraid, I was scared, still never got on a plane. That's on the list. Never traveled because of my fears. And God has broken me down to build me back up to the person that I am. And I feel like I fear nothing. And I'm not saying I don't get scared, I don't get anxious, but I'm like, okay, God, if God told me tomorrow that everything is taken care of, get on a plane and go here, I'm going. I'm going. If I have the don't be blind doing it. You have to make sure you got some money in your pocket. Make sure you got some good, make sure you are you can do it. You don't just be like, God told me to go and be this, and I'm just gonna sit there. No. Sometimes we do gotta be logical. But go see the world. Don't be scared. You might come from a small town, but don't let that small town hold you back. Go, dream, believe, but also be realistic, y'all. Be realistic, okay? So I just wanted to come on here and tell somebody that while sitting in this park by myself. And I'm going to say I'm proud of myself because for the past year and a half, I've been really getting to know myself. Really getting to know. And I wouldn't even say getting to know Chanel. Coco has really challenged me to step out of my comfort zone. Y'all, I swear to God, it's a whole other person that be getting behind this camera talking. If I'm behind the camera or in front of the camera, that's not child. Because Chanel just want, please leave me alone. I don't touch nobody. I don't hit nobody. I don't want to sit. But Coco is fearless. She's going to get up. She's going to do it. She's going to make sure it get done. She's going to go after her dream. She's going to dream as big as she can. She's going to cancel out the noise, and she's going to make it happen. And so can you. Okay? So, if you want to be a part of the Hugo family, click the like button, share the video with somebody who might need to hear this as well. And just make sure that you are showing up for yourself and do hard things. Like I said, Hugo, we choosing courage over comfort. Get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. You could do it. You could do it. I believe in you because I was you. Scared, afraid. I don't what people might think. Who cares what people might think? 9 times out of 10, they afraid of the same thing that you're afraid of. They're just not gonna say it. And we ain't gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that in another video. But like I said, you can do hard things. Get up and do that hard thing. Even if that's cleaning your room, doing the dishes, filling out those applications. You want to get into school, the art school, dance school. You want to get into law school. Do the hard thing. Fill out the application. Take the first step and watch God move. If you believe in God right now, do it. Because I'm telling you, He'll take you there. He'll take you there and He'll give you the strength to get through. And you'll be like, I don't even know how I did that. And people gonna be like, how you do that? God did. What you do that for? God, because God said. It's not, God will give you that strength. He will give you the clarity. Just go and do it, okay? I love you. You could do hard things. Make sure you go and do it. And until next time, bye.
Yes, I'm down and I'm clowning myself.